Hi, it's James Wood from Totally Wild UK here, and today I want to show us a plant that I can guarantee most of us will have tried, and it grows prolifically wild throughout the UK. It's just here. It looks a lot like dock, but it's not. This one's called horseradish. We find it in loads of places, along edges of fields, anywhere with really damaged ground, you'll more likely find horseradish. It's just here, and you can see the leaf, like I say, looks a lot like dock. Long, it's got a wavy margin, so a wavy edge, and actually the leaf itself is really wavy. It goes in and out like this, you can see up here, in and out, in and out, in and out. The key differences between this leaf and a dock leaf is that this one's really bright green and quite glossy. It has that wavy edge that comes in and out, and where there's holes you don't get red colouring around it, which you often get in dock. I actually found the easiest time of year to find horseradish and differentiate it quite quickly from dock is in autumn. So in autumn, dock will start to get loads of damage to it, loads of damage to the leaves, and it'll start to go yellow and it'll start to go red around each of the holes. Whereas in autumn, horseradish will still look really fresh, green and glossy like this. We can pick a couple of different parts of this to start with, and my favourite bit is to pick the young leaves. So you can see these leaves here, these still have a mild horseradish flavour. And I actually compare it more to like a wasabi flavour really than horseradish. So what I like to do is roast vegetables or boil some vegetables before I saute them. And then I'll slice this up along the stem and I'll mix it through those roasted vegetables, and it'll give it that slightly horseradishy, wasabi, like slightly spicy flavour. And then I'd serve the whole potatoes with horseradish leaf in it next to my beef, instead of having horseradish sauce. If you really like extreme horseradish flavour, then we need to go down to the roots. So we dig underground here, and this root system wouldn't just go straight down, it would go down and it would spread out under the floor here, potentially up to a couple of metres back here, and we might find a little clump of horseradish further back that is connected by the root system to this one. So we dig down, we'd get the roots, they're quite thick and quite gnarled, so what I usually do is wash them. I'd use one of the bristle brushes for getting them really nice and clean. And I could eat that raw. It would really be a massive punchy horseradish flavour to eat raw. Again, I would go closer to like really strong wasabi than horseradish. You can have it raw if you really like that punchy flavour, or you can blitz it up, add a bit of vinegar, add a little bit of oil, and make horseradish sauce, which we're much more familiar with. When we look at the root, it's worth noting that it's illegal officially to dig any root that we don't have permission to dig. So really we want to be finding horseradish on a part of land where we can ask the landowner's permission. All we need to do is just ask whether we can dig the root or not. If they say yes, fantastic. And if we say we do have permission to go and dig it, we just want to do it responsibly. So we don't want to take all of the whole root, and I'd be amazed if you could consume that much root from horseradish. A couple of thumbs worth of it would be more than enough. And just grab what you're going to use and what you're going to enjoy and what you're going to eat. If it's your first one and you're firstly trying it, start small, try a little bit, and then you can always go back and go a bit more later. Horseradish sauce also stores really well, so you can keep it then for a little bit longer. If you didn't like such a punchy flavour, you could actually make like a spicy pesto, or you could put this into like something like a chimichurri, would be really nice. You blitz this up, add it to whatever you're doing into your pesto or tapenade or chimichurri, and that would add like a good, nice, spicy kick to it without being so extreme as you would get with the roots. So the next autumn that's coming up, we should be keeping our eyes peeled for these nice, glossy green leaves that don't have any red damage, and you'll be able to get your own spot for finding horseradish. You'll be able to eat the leaves, which we don't really get in supermarkets, and then we'll be able to dig up a little bit of the root, which we can use. So that's horseradish.